Hi friends, welcome to JD's Guidance, and friends, this is a new series on casual accounting coaching. Here we are going to learn accounting from the very core with a lot of fundamentals, and our concepts will be so clear and so sound that we will be able to score the best in accounting. So those who are worrying about accounting and trying hard to learn and understand accounting, for you this casual accounting coaching will be of great help. It will help you understand accounting from the very basic, and we will proceed to the advanced in due course of time. So the idea here is that we will make use of the traditional system of pen, paper, pencil, and we will learn accounting. Friends, accounting cannot be learnt better than this technique of teaching, that is having the notebook, pen, paper, pencil, scale, etc. So let's begin, friends. This is my attempt to have small videos, and whenever you feel you have any doubts, confusion, do message me, do comment me. I will be in touch with you so that we all understand things and proceed together. So all the best. Let's begin. So friends, this is our first class, and here we are talking about what is accounting, what is accountancy, and what is accounts. Let's understand the basic differences between these three concepts. What is accounting, what is accountancy, and what is accounts. So let's begin. So friends, let's understand what is accounting. Now friends, when we say accounting is actually, people say accounting is the language of business. It is a language of business. So in business, if you have to talk, you have to talk in the language that is accounting. Accounting is considered to be the language of business. Now you see what happens, in a business we have a lot of things happening. Sometimes we are buying, sometimes you are selling, sometimes you have some expenses to be met, sometimes we have some earnings which is made. So there are so many things happening. So all these things that are happening in the business is known as transactions. Okay, transactions. So transactions are nothing but all those events taking place in the business, right? So our brain or human memory is not so strong and not so capable of remembering so many transactions or events that is taking place in our business. No matter our business is small or big, there are multiple number of transactions that are happening, right? So maybe in the morning, if you have a small shop, in the morning you are selling goods, then sometime you have some wages to be paid to some laborers, you have some expenses to be met. So this way, you have so many transactions, and you have to record all these transactions so that you don't forget. Okay, now how do you record? Okay, how do you record? There comes the question of accounting. Okay, so I remember I said, how do you record? That does not mean that accounting is all about recording, but just to make you understand that in our business we have complex nature of transactions taking place, and it is beyond human memory to remember all such things. And that's why there should be something or some record keeping that has to be made, and from there we have started something, one concept called accounting. So you understand that accounting is actually necessary because there is the need for recording. So in a business you are recording the transaction because your memory or my memory or any human memory is not that sound or not that strong enough to remember all the n number of transactions. So here comes that you have to record the transactions, but recording is not enough because you have recorded so many things. Sometimes you are buying, sometimes you are selling, sometimes you are paying, sometimes you are receiving. So many things are there, you are recorded. So after recording, you need to do some kind of classifications. Okay, what is classifications? That similar type of items in one place. Suppose one book will be containing all the purchase related transaction, one book will be related to all expense related transaction, one book will be related to say all income related transactions. So we are trying to classify those transactions. Okay, now Business, whenever you are doing a business, recording is not enough, classifying is not enough. You are trying to do all these type of all these recording and classification. Also, you are also trying to know what is the result of the business, right? You want to know that end of the year whether you have made profit or you are making loss, or is it like this that you are not interested to know whether you are earning profit, making profit or loss? No. As a businessman, as a organization or an enterprise, you are always interested to know whether your business is making profit or loss. So until and unless you make proper recording of all the transactions, how would you know whether your business is making profit or loss? And there comes that you have to summarize the results of operation. Summarize the results of operation means summarize everything what is happening in the business, right? And why? After summarizing, what you have to do? You have to interpret whether your business is making a profit or a loss. So accounting starts from recording, then it goes to classification, then it comes to summarization of what has happened in one accounting year. Remember, every business has an accounting year. That is, I have a start date and I have an end date. On the end date, we try to know how this business is functioning. Okay, so we can call it results of operation, how the business has performed. Results of operation. Results of operation. If we have operated our business, how we have done it, whether there is profit, loss, what is the position of the business. Okay, so the start date, suppose it is January, so the end date is December. Okay, if it is April 1st, then the end date is March 31st. So this way different organizations may follow different start date and end date. So ultimately at the end of the financial year, you are trying to find out what is the results of operation, whether profit or loss or whatever, right? Once you have found, then you are interpreting, yes, our profitability is rising, yes, our asset position is good. So these things we will study later, because I'm trying to I'm trying to assume that you all are not aware of anything of accounting. We are starting from the scratch, right? After interpreting, your job is not over. Okay, the job is to communicate. What is communicating? Communicate means once you have recorded, you have classified, you have summarized, you have interpreted, and now you know how the business is performing. Your job is to communicate this information to different users of financial information. Users of financial information. Now, who are the users of financial information? See, in your business, there might be some creditors who have given you credit. They might have given you goods on credit. There may be some investors who have put some money. So you need to give them the information how your business is performing. So accounting job is not over just by knowing how it is performing, but your job extends further to tell others also how your business is performing. Right, friends? So here comes communication. Right? So this is what is known as accounting. So if you get in your question exam what is accounting or define accounting, you have to say accounting is considered to be the language of business. Now you understand why it is called language of business, because it is having a communication role. It communicates the business results. Okay, now get back to the question, what is accounting? Accounting is the art of, this is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting and communicating the financial information. Okay, communicating the results of operation, recording of transactions, classifying the transactions, summarizing the results and interpreting the business position and communicating the information to the different users of financial information. This is known as accounting. Right, friends? I think now you understand that what you are studying. You are studying how to record. You are going to study how to classify, how to summarize, how to interpret, how to communicate. Okay, so this is what is covered under accounting. Now let's move on to what is what is accountancy. We'll pick up the second one, what is accountancy. So friends, accountancy means, now you understand in accounting what you do. In accounting, you are trying to record, classify, summarize, interpret, communicate. But there must be some method or there must be some guidelines Okay, there must be some principles that we should follow, the guiding principles. Okay, so that guiding principles which allow us, guiding principles that allow us to record the business transactions or how to do the accounting is known as accountancy, the art of maintaining the accounts. Okay, and the principles thereof, what are the principles that we follow? For example, we have to follow the accounting standards. There are certain standards that we have to follow before preparing the accounts for a business. So there are certain accounting standards that we have to follow. So accountancy is the guiding principles that helps us or assist the business in maintaining its accounts or performing the art of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting and communicating. So this is accountancy. Last comes what is accounts. What is accounts? Okay, actually accountancy is the discipline which tells you how to do all these things with the help of certain guiding principles and standards or norms or conventions. Everything taken together is known as accountancy. Okay, then comes what is accounts. Now comes accounts. Now accounts is like, these are the, suppose I just now told you are making a sales, so you have to record in a certain book, so we call it sales account. So I will AC means accounts. In accountancy we write A/C, A/C to represent accounts. So suppose purchases, you are trying to make a separate book for it or separate account for it, we call it purchases account. Okay, are you getting my point? That is, for whatever transactions that has taken place, we need to classify or we need to put those transactions in the appropriate accounts, So sales account, purchase account, wages account, furniture account, okay, machinery account, etc. So you understand that accounting is somewhere we are going to record or post a particular transaction. Done? So friends, don't get confused that what is accounting. Accounting is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting and communicating the business information to the users of financial information. Accounting is the guiding principles or accounting standards or norms which help an accountant to record accounting information and do all these things. Okay, all these things require the knowledge of, or you need to know the principles, standards, etc. And what are accounts? The appropriate book. Okay, appropriate book, BOOK book, where you are going to record all these transactions is known as accounts. Fine friends, so today's class was quite very fundamental. So we started with what is accounting, have gone to know what is accountancy, have gone to know what is accounts. Actually, if we follow this casual approach of teaching, it saves less time from my part, no preparation required, like lighting issue, then board issue, then microphone issue. These things are not required. In case you need some improvements from my side, kindly let me know. Thank you for watching friends. Take care. Let's meet again tomorrow for the next class. Thank you.